All right, we're going to do this on the fly then. What the heck? Having been in radio and TV for a long time, you get to learn to know when to go and when not to go. And so now's the time to go. So the comment that I had about the video, when you see it, it's still going to be great. But I won't have to use that line at this point in time. So good morning. My name is Mike Cella, and I am privileged to serve as the chairman of the Board of County Commissioners. My job is to wrap up today's event. You know, when they first asked me to speak, I asked Laura and JJ exactly what does that mean to wrap up the event. And they said, well, just be a cheerleader for the county. Just, you know, tie everything together. Well, with the positive things that we've seen going on in the county during the course of the last couple of hours, not very difficult to be a cheerleader for the things that are happening in our county. They all look very positive. And so with that in mind, let me just say, get started with that I'm pleased to tell you that Clay County is open for business. No question about it. If you're a business owner interested in locating in the city, in the various cities or towns that we have in Clay County itself, now is the time to make your plans, because we certainly have some folks in this room right this morning that can certainly make that happen for you. So make sure you talk to the right people. I know after seeing all those facts and figures, all the plans, it is a little tough to wrap your brain around how all that's going to tie together in terms of the First Coast Expressway and what we're doing, planning to handle the onslaught of new students, new residents, new tourists. So I thought I'd paint the picture for you with a couple of scenarios. I think it might be easier to sort of tie yourself into that. And I think President Bush once called it the vision thing. So we're going to get started with the vision thing here. In scenario number one, John and Judy, along with 2 kids, leave Atlanta. By the way, Atlanta is one of the top 5 locations from which people leave to come to Clay County, according to our tourism marketing study. They're on the drive to Orlando and the family vacation at Disney. Mom, Judy, decides that they'll stop along the way because she saw a Facebook ad placed by our Clay County Tourism Department that says Clay County is a nice place to visit. And besides that, it's got a vintage market show at the renovated exhibit halls at the fairground in Clay County. So the family exits I-10 East. They head southbound on the First Coast Expressway until they reach the Highway 16 exit in Green Cove Springs. Now, Judy has done some research on the Clay County Tourism website, and she thinks this is a good place to stop because there's a couple of hotels, restaurants at the exit interchange, and also some shopping. And more importantly, she really wants to get to that antique show at the nearby fairgrounds. So after exiting the highway, John pulls into the parking lot of the newly opened Great Wolf Lodge, where they'll spend the evening. No pressure, JJ. Once settled into their room, they decide to head off to the fairgrounds so Mom Judy can check out the show. After a couple of hours, and more importantly, a couple of purchases, the family decides to continue east on 16 and visit Spring Park in Grove Park Springs, which Mom spotted on the Clay County Tourism website. The kids also brought their swimsuits. They're looking forward to taking a dip at the spring-fed pool. Following their swim, everybody's hungry, and of course, John, the dad, he's read the county tourism travel kiosk in the lobby of the hotel. He knows that Ronnie's Wings has some great wings, so that's where the family will stop and have something to eat, and again, spend more money. After lunch, as they're returning to the Great Wolf Lodge, John and Judy spot the River Park Inn and decide that's a great place to come back without the kids and spend some time at the bed and breakfast. And so on the way back, of course, John stops, gets gas for the trip in the morning, and of course spends more money. That's a key here. An evening of fun awaits for the family at the indoor swim park. If you're not familiar with the Great Wolf Lodge, they have a nice indoor swim park. However, while the kids and dad are swimming, Judy sneaks out to visit the touristy little shops that popped up next door to the Great Wolf Lodge and walk across the street to the new outlet shops that are located across the street as well. Again, JJ, no pressure. The family gets up after the night's sleep. They're refreshed, ready for the rest of the trip. Little John announces to the rest of the family, "This is awesome fun. When can we come back again?" Freeze frame, smiling 10-year-old, credits roll, fade to black. And that's your first scenario. Now, on a more serious note, tourism is very important here in Clay County, and you probably don't realize it, but it already contributes up to $224 in saved taxes for every household in the county, we'd like to see that number grow, obviously, so that more visitors are paying for our essential services. And so that's where we're going with our tourism department, headed by Kimberly Morgan, who I see putting pressure on me by taking pictures of me from the back. Scenario number 2. Hang on, I've got some more pressure for people, so don't go too far away. Steve Richards is a medical equipment salesman. He and his family just moved to the area when the company he works for relocated from the Midwest. The whole family is glad they moved to Clay County, and why not? What's not to love? Warmer weather, better real estate values, lower taxes, the new schools. No pressure, gentlemen from the school board and the Board of Education there. And a highly rated school system as well. And most of all, the family small town values convinced them to make the move and take the offer to relocate with the company. The medical equipment company Steve works for has built a building to house the nearly 500 employees at their medical device manufacturing center, along with the sales and marketing team. The new building, located in the new Challenger Center. No pressure. Did he leave? Ken Smallwood. Don't leave. I'm talking about you right now. This medical device manufacturing center, of course, has hired a bunch of new folks, all from the area, and, of course, brought some new people along with them from Michigan. And that building is located just off the Oakleaf Plantation Parkway exit of the First Coast Expressway. Steve loves his commute because there's an intersection to get on the expressway right down the street from his house in Governor's Park. It's so much easier than when he used to live in Michigan and had to sit in hours of backed-up traffic, especially when it snowed. Steve's wife, Amy, is an RN. She's interviewing for a new position at a couple of different county hospitals. No pressure, Darren Rourke, where are you? She's not worried about the commute to any of the hospitals because State Road 23, the First Coast Expressway, makes it easy to get around the county. Plus, the interchange is conveniently located on the way to dropping the kids off at the new elementary school. Steve and Amy are happy to be in Clay. They tell relatives on the phone all the time how everything seems so new. Many of the access roads leading to the First Coast Expressway are brand new. Their house and neighborhood are new. The Governor Park development is brand new. The schools the kids attend are brand new. On the weekends, they love to explore the county and have found a nice spot to walk along the river in Orange Park and have a little cup of coffee at the Urban Bee. In fact, they like it here so much they're trying to convince their respective parents to relocate as well. There's a new 55 and over Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville development being built on the water at the port. No pressure, Ted McGowan. And he's not even here to have that pressure. And Eden Jordan, where's she? She was looking for the 55 plus, so he got the 55 plus. I know, I have a very active imagination. However, scenarios like these two are not only possible, they're probable. And that's why it's important for us to get together today, to let you know that Team Clay is ready, willing and able to take on the future, with a lot of planning already underway to meet the needs and the demands the new expressway is going to bring to us. Are we going to see change in the county? Yes. Will change cause some hardships? Yes. Delays, construction, stretched budgets? We all feel that. Yes, that's all going to happen. Can it be done so that we still maintain a small town feel and maintain the rural and agricultural roots that our community has? Yes. Is it necessary to be ready for when the expressway is open in 3 years? Absolutely yes. In fact, some of you may have been at an EDC event earlier, and President Wallace from Jack's USA said these famous words: "Don't let the bypass Clay County." So we cannot let the First Coast Expressway disappear in the rearview mirror of the many business owners and residents who want to come to Clay County. We've got to be open for business. And that's why today's event is so important, so that everybody can see where we're going and how we're getting there. So I hope today's speakers have given you some insight into the preparations that are underway for our future and how we intend to take full advantage of what we know will be a promising and certainly an exciting new era in Clay County. And if you have a seatbelt, you probably should buckle up. It's going to be an interesting time. The countdown continues. So thank you for your support, your attendance today, and go Team Clay.